Hello friends, today is Independence Day. You know why we have to celebrate Independence Day? What is the importance of celebrating Independence Day? It's a common part of a national celebration in India. We all people, we know what is the significance of this particular day. You know, 14th midnight, August 1947, India got independence or freedom. The leaders many sacrificed their life for freedom. Our father of nation, Gandhiji, when we listen about India's freedom struggle, the first person, evergreen person in our mind is Gandhiji, our father of nation. Gandhiji was the leader. 1919, Gandhiji returned from South Africa and started first war of independence in India. He led the first war of independence in India, that is in Champaran, for the indigo workers, indigo farmers. That is the beginning of India's freedom struggle. You know, the British people, they ruled India for about 200 years or so. These 200 years, they were not ruling India. They were plundering the wealth of India. They were controlling us completely in their hands. So all these atrocities, all difficulties they have created in our country, we want to liberate from all these difficulties and problems from the British. For that, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, we fought with tooth and nail. Finally, we got freedom by adopting only non-violence policies. Non-violence was the only weapon Gandhiji advised to the Indians. So this non-violence weapon and forced unto death many Swadeshi movements and quit India movements, such kind of movements and everything as a part of India's independence struggle. A lot of smaller movements happened in India's various parts. India was not a small country. India was a very large country with abundance of wealth and economic prosperity. This all shattered because of this independence struggle. Indians, they were not allowed to do any kind of work freely, properly. Everything was under the British rule. Educational institutions were not there. All the educational institutions, whatever established, everything controlled by the British people, and their education they encouraged. They made Indian people as a sepoys, that is servants. We were the servants. Thus, they managed for more than 200 years. It was a very deep sorrow for the Indian people, Indian society, among the Indian society. So Indians decided to fight with their strength and with their ideas and policies. The importance of India's freedom struggle, India's freedom, Indians' freedom was injected, motivated by Gandhiji, Nehru, Patel, Lal Bal Pal, Subhash Chandra Bose, and many members. Freedom is my birthright, coined by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Give me blood, I will give you freedom. This is another slogan fostered by our Subhash Chandra Bose. He formed INA to fight with the British people. So all walks of life in India they came forward to fight fight against the British people and the importance of independence or freedom of life. The Indians they understood. Later, midnight they gave freedom to India. 14th midnight, August 14th midnight, 1947, they gave freedom to India. That freedom is enjoyed by the Indians now at present. It is not a charity, it is not a privilege. India's right, that is, Indians' right that we gained, we achieved finally because of our effort, Gandhiji's leadership. A half-naked fakir, the British people called Gandhiji, but still the active participations and the skeleton man's power of mind, it fought with the Britishers, and finally we were able to throw them out of our country. That is freedom. Such effortfully we gained the freedom, and the lives of many sacrificed, many martyrs we gained. It is very regretful to say we gained a lot of martyrs. Common people, even the students too, the oldest people, they were the part and parcel of independence struggle. Students also took part in this. What role they can play, they played. A lot of poets came forward. Muhammad Iqbal, Sorry Jaham Se Acha, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Vande Madaram. These kinds of songs, these kinds of stimulating songs they have created to inject, to motivate to the minds of the people who are fighting against the British. These were the weapons. These all the weapons used and fought in a struggled manner. They have resisted the British people, and finally they understood. Even though they have taken away our Kohinoor diamond and various worthy items, and they have looted our country, still we we did not live. Finally, we got independence, we got freedom. That freedom is the worthy item. It is the essence of our hard work, essence of our toil and struggle. Difficulties what we fought with, how we fought with the British people. After getting independence, if we think this particular day, for 15th August, every year we celebrate as India's Independence Day. When we celebrate India's Independence Day, we must remember that it is not a privilege. It is not simply we got from somewhere, somebody has given. It is our unrelenting hard work, toil of the Indian mob, Indian folk. A lot of leaders, their sacrifice behind it. So on this particular day, the Prime Minister hoists the national flag on Red Fort and he addresses the Indians. He gives the message of independence message for the country, and also announces a lot of civilian awards. Civilian awards. The people who sacrifice their lives for different grounds, different disciplines in India to serve the people of India, Indian democratic country. Uh, for those people, just to honor, they give Padma Shri, Bharata Ratna, and many more awards. And also, we know that on this particular day in Delhi, our three forces, army, that is infantry, navy, and air wing, air force, all these three forces, our defense forces, they show the parade and also the display of their feats. These take place, these all these our defense forces take place in Delhi on the particular day. There is a huge gathering, and various leaders are invited from the various countries as a chief guest, and all we treat this day as a holy day and honor all the people of our country, as well as everybody in all the government institutions and everywhere. This particular day we hoist the national flag and honor them or salute. It is part of our Indian culture. It's a national day. It's a great day for the Indians. And also, this particular day, many competitions are held, many activities are held for students, youths, and various other people, other parts of the offices everywhere. Different activities, different competitions are held to celebrate this particular day. So, my dear friends, this occasion, we should remember that the effort and the people who sacrificed their life and they gained this freedom to us. This liberty, it is our right, but at the same time, to safeguard this liberty, this freedom is our duty too. We have some obligations towards our constitution, towards our motherland, towards our country. We have a lot of hope and we have to do a lot of duties. We should not forget. And in these days, we know that we are misusing freedom. Should not, it should not. There are, after these 75 years, we have reached after independence, still we are facing a lot of problems. Domestic problem, internal problems are there as well as external. There are regionalism, Naxalism, nepotism, etc. is going on still. There are some other domestic problems of the people are poverty. Poverty still it is there. And also, illiteracy is a great problem, and a lot of natural calamities and so on. Many more domestic problems are going on. Naxalism is a terrorism, and Naxalism curves like a cancer to our democracy as well as the country itself. So here, these all are the problems we face even though we have gained 75 years of independence. These 74 to 75 years independence, we have developed a lot. If we take different fields, defense field, if we take from down to the earth to the till the heights of the missile, our missile man of India, you know, you remember Abdul Kalam. Yes, scientist, great scientist. We have to honor him always. So that means he has skilled his all the nuclear and all weapons we have. In the defense field, we are at the highest. And also in the medical field, if we take, we are not near. We are at the high positions in the medical field also. Still, we have to develop a lot. Financially, we are little bit weak because of different reasons, and we are unable to eradicate poverty from our country and illiteracy too. Many states in our country, they are facing a lot of problems in the field of illiteracy and even education and all. This all we have, when we are able to evacuate, we are able to eradicate all these problems, we are saved, and we can say that our independence we are utilizing properly, and we are improving in the field of all aspects. But here, when we speak about all these developments are not sufficient. As per the 70 years, if we take 70, 75 years independence, what we have gained or achieved, if we see, financially, still we are weak. Economic level of India, agricultural based economy is India's, but still we have to develop a lot. Farmers' problems are there, and common people and industrialization of India, and also nowadays we know that naturally India is a touristic based country, tourism based country. This tourism based country, tourism is very much attracted, especially ecotourism in India is attracted very much for the foreigners. But these people, when they come to India, nowadays they have certain fear. They are scared of Indian Indian manners and methods sometimes, because Indians' behavior has far changed. This change we ourselves to solve, because to attract we are the guests. We feel Atiti Devo Bhava is our slogan. This slogan to put into practice in its real sense, when we do, we are successful in the tourism base. This tourism can uplift the financial economic position of India. So science and technology, if we take, we have a certain extent we improved, but this improvement is not sufficient. Still, we have to improve. Improves slightly. Still, we call that India is a developing country. This thought should be changed. India should be a developed country. When India will be a developed country? That is a question mark. So in all the fields, when India, because especially we are facing the population explosion. This population explosion is a major criteria for all our developments. It is the hindrance or it is the obstacle for our development. So this population control is very essential. Education improvement is a very unavoidable part, inevitable part of a nation's development. And all the fields, we have metro trains and bullet trains, also many super jets and supersonic everything in all the, from India's nation, my our motherland, to our Mars. We have traveled Mars. From here to Mars we traveled. All the satellites and all kinds of launching centers and launching machines are with us. But still we can say that this all the launching, all the technology, all the um, inventions, we are very high comparatively to all other countries. India has developed a lot. There is no doubt about it. My dear friends, we should remember that whatever we have achieved, it is because of our universal peace what we maintain. Brotherhood and fraternity we have to maintain. Whenever we are able to maintain these two things, we are sure that we can achieve everything in our hands. All the things, all the developments, all the improvements, it is the amalgamation of, it is the connection of humanity. Especially, we must maintain our humanity. Kindness, polite, respect, honor. These are the good qualities. Love and affection. There should not be any kind of murder, any kind of conspiracies in our country. Domestic problems should be solved. All our countries, everything should be solved. All the problems, when we solve, and there is no problems, only solutions in our hands. Such situation when we arise, you should remember that we will become number one country among the world. In this special occasion, I remember that our great sage, that is Swami Vivekananda, said, arise, awake, not stop till the goal is reached. This is a very meaningful line. Indians should arise. Indians should wake up till the moment where we reach, whatever the effort, until we succeed, we have to. So, like this, all the ways, India's freedom is a very meaningful freedom. What freedom we got, whatever the facility we get, we have to enjoy. But when we enjoy, at the same time, we must remember that there is some obligations towards our country or our motherland. This our towards our country and motherland, what kind of obligation, what kind of duty we have, when we remember these duties and try to come up along with the duties. I am a person, I am a citizen, not an Indian citizen, I am a world citizen. The thought, when it comes in our minds, we are able to do all the things for our country itself. The development of our family, the awareness in our family, education of our family is the part of the society. Society, when it improves, the country automatically improves. The highest, the richest democratic country can be India. It is a true fact. If the people all together, if they compete, if they stop all the selfishness and come together in the juncture of and join together, hold their hands, walk like brothers. Thus, we can say that we will become number one among the world countries. So, my dear friends and listeners, this is, I feel that even though we have achieved the independence or freedom, this liberty safeguarding is in our hands. Without any domestic wars and any kind of atrocities towards, without creating any obstacles, we have to lead a prosperous life. If you do so, our India will become rich and number one. We will be the number one. We can be the number one. All the best. Jai Hind.